Hi everyone, and welcome to Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Max reaction here as Rangers are defeated 3-1 by Ajax tonight. I am joined by the one and only Scott Gemmell. How are we, Scotia?
To be honest, thank God that's over for one year at least.
Yeah, we're not going to break it. We're not going to break the match down, but we'll just break into the starting lineup. It was Al McGregor, it was James Tavernier, Sands, King, Barisic, Davis, Arfield, Tillman, Kent, Cholak and Sakala. Scotia, any surprises? I know we're down in the bare bones.
No, I mean, it would be a surprise if that wasn't the team, to be honest, because like you say, we have no one to pick for in those positions, so no surprises.
Yeah, to be honest, it was kind of what I thought, to be honest. When the game kicked off, the only thing I noticed, Scotia, was James Sands was playing the right centre half and Leon King was the left centre half, which was surprising because usually Leon King's the right centre half and James Sands the left centre half.
Yeah, surprising, but you did bring up the point that maybe it was to let Sands kind of ping the ball about a wee bit more because he's got that in his locker, whereas I don't think King does right at the moment anyway. But a wee bit strange given that you are playing with a very inexperienced centre half pairing.
Yeah, I mean, we'll slightly break the game down, but not really. But really, we wanted to stay in the game in the first half, but in true Rangers style, it only took Ajax 3 minutes, Scotia, to take the lead, and it was the worst possible start, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a goal we've seen an awful lot, particularly in Europe. Tav getting caught a wee bit too high up the pitch, having to run back, and again, it comes down to the inexperience we've got in kind of what I would consider key areas of the pitch in terms of your central defence, central midfield. That was experience, maybe in central midfield is not the right word, but players that did decent quality for it. It was just typical, wasn't it? And we can all laugh and joke that maybe we can hang in for a wee bit and make it interesting, but writing was in the wall straight away. Yeah,
it was a poor goal to give away by Rangers. It was a good finish by the boy, to be fair, but we really need to deal with its source. I thought after that Rangers had a 10-minute spell, if you want to be kind to them, where I thought they were okay in spells, and then after that again another ball at the park. I thought the ball was out, it wasn't. The boy pulls it back. Again, we've got two centre halves standing there. Leon King with his hands behind his back. The boy plays it and it hits off Leon King's head and in the back and it scores on it, and then it's 2-0. Again, the game's pretty much dead and buried at that point.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about us stepping up a level going into the Champions League, but we're playing with, like we'd mentioned, squad of bare bones in it. You're playing against that quality time that sometimes they just turn the screw a wee bit and you're left open for it. And I mean, to be fair, see, even if we had like our full strength squad, the way that we've been playing this season, we would probably be going in at half time with the exact same scoreline, if we're being honest.
Yeah, the only real chance of the first half that I can really remember was Sakala had a chance back post for a header. It had to be Calvin Bassey that cleared it off the line. Apart from that, there wasn't much. Ajax, to be fair, weren't even out of, I think, first gear today, Scotia. Toyed was at times, and 2-0 was probably kind going in at half time to us because we really offered nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if you feel like this either, but I feel like both Ajax and Napoli, the last two games that we've played, I've kind of just
felt sorry for us.
A wee bit felt sorry for us, and you could see that they had other levels to go up, whereas today we couldn't even find first gear, I don't think, for like large spells of that first half.
Yeah, and we all come in at second half and met each other. It was good. Carney was back tonight with his dad, so it was good to see them tonight. But we were all in at half time, just what we've come to expect in this Champions League this season. It's not been great at all, and then we come out the second half, Scotia. It's not much better, to be honest. I thought it was really, really flat that second half. I'll be honest, Ajax, I thought even dropped into a neutral gear and done nothing, to be fair. And we really offered nothing until we had I think it was a free kick we had, which moved an arse of.
Where Tav passed it straight back to the keeper. I kind of thought it was maybe better suited for Barisic taking this one. Yeah. But Tav's obviously played the captain card and I just passed it back to their keeper.
Yeah, Ajax broke up the park within 3 passes, which we can't do. And great ball for the boy, and the boy strokes into the back of the net, and you're thinking, 3-0, here we go. But VAR was on our side, and it was ruled offside. We've actually just seen it in the pub there, Scotia. I mean, it was extremely tight, but it was offside.
Yeah, I mean, where we were sitting in the club deck, couldn't really see if it was offside or not, but I wasn't screaming for it to be offside, so very, very tight one. VAR kind of saves you. There was a wee bit in exodus after that goal went in, a few people left, as it always happens at Ajax round about that stage. But
yeah, and after that, to be honest, it kind of petered out, to be honest, the whole game until
Arfield's chance, or was that before?
Well, Scott Arfield had a chance. There was a chance at the back post. James Tavernier nods the ball back. There was nobody there. A ball come back out. Scott Arfield had a good chance, but the goalkeeper just tipped it over. After that, Morelos has a... Honestly, Scotia, you can describe this chance with Alfredo Morelos. It's Alfredo Morelos all over, to be honest.
It's Alfredo Morelos like he's playing right now, really all over. He does well to win the ball back.
Keeper makes an arse here.
Keeper does make an arse of it, but then we also seen that the linesman had raised his flag for something, so whether or not he's felt that Alfie's fouled the keeper or not.
But he's still got to put that in the back.
I don't know, even if he's not going to put it in the back of the net, but someone was running in the back of him, just in the overlap, that he could, again, a sharper Alfie could maybe have kind of thought that was going to happen, and that's in, but no.
Yeah, and the changes we made, Scott Wright came on, who else came on? Morelos obviously was on, that chance we're talking about there. Young Lowry come on, Matondo come on, and Kamara come on. And then we have a break up the park. I think it was Barisic played the ball. Matondo gets away for the boy, drives into the box, was pulled out. I'll be honest, I thought it was soft. Penalty Rangers. James Tavernier steps up Scotia and puts it right in the middle of the goal, and it's 2-1 Rangers. 2-1, sorry, to Ajax. And then at that point, I'll be honest, I thought that extremely flattered the Rangers at 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I came down to sit with you in the second half, Ali, and both of us didn't stand up when the penalty got awarded, and didn't stand up when the goal went in, because it was a wee bit one of those ones, like one of those consolation goals, and you were like, all right, fair enough, we've scored. That's two whole goals we've scored.
Yeah, so it brought a slight bit of belief to the Rangers supporter at that point. Could we come back and maybe make it 2 each? Would have been an absolute travesty, Ajax, to be honest, but no, Ajax upped the gears and went straight up the park, Scotia, and put the ball in the back of the net instantly.
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen this one back properly yet, but I think we were very poor defensively here, from what I can remember. Just get caught behind the ball again. And again, it comes down to that inexperience with that back line at the minute, which unfortunately we're going to kind of have to deal with in a wee minute, because there was worrying moments in that game with Tav and both Barisic going down with knocks. So, and I mean, that would just be typical Rangers, that them two are out for the next 3 games before that World Cup. Yeah,
so the game finished 3-1 to Ajax. Let's be honest, Scotia, it's been an absolute clusterfuck of a Champions League. It has been woeful. Ask Scotia to do his homework. I think you'll need to confirm it maybe Scotia on Friday when we do Club Live, but I think we have just done the record of the worst ever Champions League team in a group stage, which is
0 points, great. 0 points, and our goal difference is -20, which I'm pretty sure it is the worst, because Victoria Pleasant were one of the teams that were in contention the night to do it, and I think they only get beat 4-2. So we've pipped them to that. First for ever from the Rangers.
Yeah, it's been an absolute disaster, this Champions League campaign. That from the high of getting through against PSV, which was a good achievement against a good PSV team, to we've absolutely went out in an absolute whimper in this Champions League group stage. I know we were playing good teams, but not even Talia Glove or anything. I really thought it was pathetic with Rangers this whole Champions League. For all the fans like myself, Scotia, Carney, and all the rest of the 50,000 that have paid their group package, it's not been worthwhile at all to go and see them. That is European football over for us, which hopefully is a good thing for us going forward, because we can focus on domestic football now going forward. We're still in the league. We've still got the League Cup and the Scottish Cup to play for, Scotia, but it's been a hard lesson to learn, especially after the highs of Europa League last season, coming into this, and we've been it just shows the levels, but at the same time
we've played within ourselves.
Yeah, we have, and I even said, even if we dropped into Europa League this season with the team we are playing and how we're playing, I think we would even struggled at that point as well.
Yeah, I mean, Rangers have been poor all season. Domestically, we've been poor. There's been wee flashes in a couple of the games against you, like Hearts, or Ross Counties, or St Mirren's. The game against Aberdeen there's the best full 90 that we've played the whole season. So, Champions League, and we're all coming off of this off the back of what has been an incredible 3-4 years in the Champions League, not the Champions League, in Europe. in any case, where we're not used to this, and unfortunately, we kind of get shown our place.
Yeah, so it's back to domestic football. We have 3 games before the World Cup. We obviously were away at St Johnstone Sunday, play Hearts at Ibrox, the last game at Ibrox before the World Cup on a Wednesday, and then we're away at St Mirren. So talking down the road, coming back, it has to be 9 points for Rangers moving forward to give us any hope going into the league after the Champions in the World Cup break, because I'll be honest, I really don't see the other side of the city dropping points at the moment, so we need to pick up maximum points. Scotia, I don't even think there's a point in asking for a man of the match in the game today, because there was no standouts at all.
No, really, no one really.
No, we'll give the man of the match to the Rangers fans for paying their 3-match package and having to sit through 3 games which were painful. Yes, the Liverpool game for a while was, after we scored, was decent, but no, it's not good enough being a Rangers fan going to that, and hopefully they learn from that moving forward, Rangers. But over to domestic football. The biggest game this week was against St Johnstone, coming up on Saturday, and we definitely need 3 points. So
it's on Sunday.
It's on Sunday. Sorry, it will be on Sunday. 12 o'clock, no doubt, the dreaded kick-off time. But yeah, so we will be back on Friday with a club live. Myself and Scotia will definitely be there. Hopefully Ryan will be there to join us. So yes, thank you very much for coming on tonight, Scotia.
Cheers. Now just hopefully these trains, the electricity's been sorted at England and I can get home.
Yeah, a lot of Scotia's trains have been cancelled, so we never know. Scotia might have to stay up in Glasgow. Might do a wee casino night, yeah. But no, we'll be back on Friday with a club live, and we will see you then. Thanks very much. Cheers.